All right. Can everyone hear me okay? Because we're about to get started. If you can hear me, I want you to put yes in the message box. If you can hear me in the question box, I want you to put yeah. Okay, everyone says yes, and hopefully you are pumped up about tonight's webinar. Yes, yes, yes. This is awesome, people. Tonight, we're going to talk about how to get residual income from sites like Fiverr.com. Now, what I want you to keep in the back of your mind while we're doing this webinar is that people that get in on the beginning of a great concept make more profits. Now, let me say that once again because I want you to write this down. People that get in on the beginning of a great concept make more profits. That's very, very important. Now, let's talk about how to get the most out of this webinar tonight. Number one, we want you to put away the distractions. If you have Twitter up, get off of Twitter. If Facebook is on in the background, turn it off just for the next 45 minutes to an hour because you don't want to be distracted. If you have a spouse, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, if they're in the room and they're trying to get your attention, please say, honey, give me a little time because I want to try to get this information, maybe something that's going to change our lives. So we want you to put away the distraction. Of course, we want you to take notes. Like I always say, if you got to get a feather and dip it in some ink, you need to have something to write with. You want to take notes. If you have questions, write the questions down. But definitely take notes because you may get one little golden nugget that will change the way you think about doing business. That's very, very important. And of course, we want you to ask questions. That's how you learn. That's how the webinar becomes interactive. You need to ask questions. Okay, we're going to try to answer as many of these questions as possible. So definitely ask questions. We want you to maximize your screen. With this GoToWebinar software, a lot of times it can get a little fuzzy, but I find that if you maximize your screen, you can see much better. So maximize your screen. But the most important thing is we want you to be open for opportunity. Okay, once again, we want you to be open for opportunity because if you're closed-minded, you lose out. There's not a chance. But if you're open for opportunity and you're willing to allow information for you to review and you can make a decision, then you'll be more successful. So tonight, let's be open for opportunity. I want to talk to you guys about my reason why I do the things I do. Why I build multiple streams of income. I do it for my family. Okay, I do it for my wife and I do it for my kids. If you look here, this is my gorgeous little girl, Vinay, and this is my son. I call him the young CEO. And believe me, he is the young CEO. He told me, just this morning, Dad, I need to get my own laptop so I can make some money. So he is the young CEO. I mean, I do it for family. That's my reason why. My name is Vondre Whaley, and I've been doing this internet stuff for around 10 years. Well, actually about 11 years now. I started in education, got a degree in biology and science. I also ran a newspaper publishing company where I published a little newspaper called Nothing But Good News. I had about 6 or 7 different editions throughout the East Coast. Learned a lot publishing newspapers and met a lot of business people. I've launched multiple businesses. You can call me a serial entrepreneur. And as you can imagine, a lot of those businesses have been successful, but I've had a huge amount of failures. But here's the thing. I learned something from every single experience. And that's very, very important. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm willing to take action, and I'm willing to learn something from every single experience. And that's how you be successful. That's how you develop multiple streams of income. Now, let's talk about why you are here tonight on this webinar. Number one, you've made the decision to be successful and earn multiple streams of income. I mean, as we stated earlier, in this economy, you need multiple streams of income. If you are counting on one way to bring in money for your family, then you are at risk. you're at risk of losing it all. You have to have multiple streams of income. You want to learn from real entrepreneurs who are in the trenches. I mean, I'm sitting here and I do this stuff every single day, both online and in the real world. I love the relationships I've built and established with people who have taken action enough to send an email or to give a phone or to give me a phone call. Building beautiful relationships. You want to learn from entrepreneurs who are actually doing it. You want to discover a system that works within what you already do. If you have a 9-to-5 job and you work 8 hours a day, you want something that you can realistically do. Doable is the key. Realistically do in the hours outside of work that can build you a substantial income, that can build you another profit center that brings in income to your family. That's why you are here tonight on this webinar. Once again, we're going to discuss how to get residual income from sites like Fiverr.com. In the back of your mind, you need to make a note. People that get in on the beginning of a great concept make more profits, guaranteed. Now let's talk about what we're going to learn tonight, what we're going to cover. First, we're going to talk about the importance of getting in on at the beginning of a great concept. That's key. The second thing we're going to discuss is why micro-price sites are popular, why they're popular, and why are they profitable. We're going to discuss the problem with most of these micro-price sites, and of course we're going to talk about our solution to the problem, and we're going to show you how you can earn a monthly residual income from micro-price sites. That's what we're going to cover tonight on this webinar. Let's talk about the importance of getting in at the beginning of a great concept. And I know you guys already know a lot about this, and you know that it's important to get in at the beginning of a trend and not the end. Well, you need to recognize these trends within an industry. I always talk about the example when I was in Best Buy, the local computer store that's all across the country. I was in Best Buy several years ago, and I saw these guys. They were out handing out discs, and this was at the infancy of the internet. They were handing out these discs. A little company called South Carolina SuperNet, and they were what you call an ISP. They were helping people get on the internet. Although there was the huge AOL at the time, they were a small company just handing out these discs. And I said to myself, these guys are really doing it within this growing industry. See, I recognized that it was a trend within an industry. I recognized it was huge, but it was one thing I didn't do. I didn't take action. And you have to take action by establishing yourself in an industry at the beginning. Now, those guys from South Carolina SuperNet, they ended up selling their company for about $3 million. Now, that's not bad, from taking action and getting in at the start of a trend. You have to recognize those trends within the industry, and you have to take action by establishing yourself. But in addition to taking action, you have to set up or adopt a system, okay? A step-by-step set of instructions, set of procedures that you can do that's going to make sure you are successful. And if you have a system in place, and systems are very, very important. If you have a system in place, then you can build to scale. That means that you can grow it and earn as much money as you want. If you want to make an extra $500 a month, fine. You can build it to $500 a month. If you want to build it to $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month, you can build it to $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month, $10,000 a month, $20,000. You have the ability to build it to scale when you have a system in place, and that's very, very important. Now let's talk about micro-price sites. Let's talk about why those micro-price sites are popular, and let's talk about why they are profitable. But first, what is a micro-price site? Well, a micro-price site is a marketplace when users can purchase products or services for smaller fees, usually between $5 and $10. Usually between $5 and $10. Now, This micro price site craze started with a little website called Fiverr.com. And Fiverr.com is a micro price site that received huge media attention because they coined the phrase, "What will people do for $5?" Now think about it. I mean, that was a great human interest story. I mean, the economy is tough right now. You know, people are losing jobs. You know, it's hard to get by. So this company starts a website that talks about, hey, what would people do for $5? You know, people are putting advertising on their head, trying to lick their elbow and do all these crazy things for $5. It just made a cute human interest story. And because of that, they got millions and millions and millions of dollars worth of free promotion, publicity, and advertising, and the site took off and it became a huge hit. Okay? Now, microprice sites, they serve an underserved segment of the marketplace. This is important, okay? Because this is what I tell people all the time. This is something you want to write down. I tell people this all the time. In any marketplace, there are huge profits to be made at lower price points. Now, let me say that again because this is very, very important. In any marketplace, there are huge profits to be made at lower price points. Now, let me give you an example, and I love to use this example. The automotive industry, cars. Now, all of us on this webinar probably at least at one time or another have purchased a car. Well, you can purchase a brand new car straight from the manufacturer. And there are companies that sell brand new cars. It's a lot of money to be made in selling brand new cars. Well, let's go to a lower price point in the marketplace. Used cars, which are commonly known as pre-owned vehicles. Well, there are a lot of companies, a lot of dealerships out there that only specialize in selling used cars. And guess what? You can make a whole lot of money at that lower price point selling used cars. Now, let's get even better than that. Let's go down to, you know, what I like to call, or what are commonly known as cash cars. And cash cars are cars that you can get for around, you know, $500, $900, you know, $1,000, less than $2,000. Now, there's a lot of money to be made selling cash cars. So in any marketplace, there are huge profits to be made at lower price points. And that's what these micro price sites do. They allow people to sell products and services at a lower price point. That's very, very important. That's why they're popular. That's why they are profitable. Now, let's take a look at some popular micro price sites. Gigbucks.com. They get around 12,364 unique visits per month. Now, actually, this data came from compete.com, so you would typically need to multiply that times 4. So it's really around 48, 49, 50,000 uniques per month. You have Zurich.com. It gets around 12,357 uniques a month. And you have 10bucks.com. At 10bucks.com, they get around 9,136 uniques per month. These are popular micro price sites, but you see them all over the place, and they're doing very, very well. Now, Fiverr.com, which is, you know, the most popular of the micro price sites, they get 259,091 unique visitors per month. That's huge. That's huge. Now, remember, we want this to be interactive. If you're on this webinar and you're familiar with Fiverr.com, if you've used Fiverr.com, go ahead and put it in the questions box. Let us know. Hey, have you used Fiverr.com? Go ahead and put that in the questions box right now. I want to see how many people are familiar with Fiverr. All right. Nelson said he just did it today. He used Fiverr. Mike says he's used it at least 3 times. Nelson's laughing out loud. Don't know why. You got me laughing now, Nelson. Pigai, he says yes. Thomas says yes. Joanne says she's done it. Paul says yes. Linda says she just sold something last week on Fiverr. Alberto says yes. Stan, yes. Yeah, buddy. familiar but not used it. Yes, more than once. Yes. So think about this, ladies and gentlemen who are on the webinar tonight. The majority of us have used Fiverr.com. We've used a microprice site. So that should tell us one thing. It should tell us that this is a marketplace and we need to be in a position to take advantage of microprice sites. Okay? Now, as you know, if you've used Fiverr or if you are familiar with Fiverr, there are some problems with these microprice sites. Now, if you have used Fiverr.com and you have found some problems with it, let us know. If you think there's some problems with Fiverr, go ahead and put it in the question box. All right. A lot of people saying, yeah, they found some, some problems with Fiverr. Tom says it's a lot of stuff on there. Linda says you have to wait to get your money. Haha. Alberto says some gigs are not good. You got people doing a lot of crazy stuff on there. Stan says I only got $2.50. Stan is bananas. Stan said he got $2.50 for his ex-wife. It says not always what you expected. That's true. Whatever you ordered. So there are some problems with these microprice sites. Well, we've been studying these microprice sites for quite some time, and let's talk about some of the things we've come up with. Paul says there are a lot of crooks who don't deliver, and that's true. Okay, some sellers are not serious about what they're offering. So a lot of people on this webinar tonight have identified some huge problems with Fiverr.com. Okay, let's talk about some things we've discovered. Number one, and it's really huge, the company gets paid first, and you have to wait on the service provider to collect money. Okay, that's really big right there. The company gets paid first. Here you are, you provide a service or you selling a product, and the money goes to the company first. A lot of times these microprice sites, they have all these rules, and you have to, build up a certain amount of money before you can request being paid. So you have to provide a service or a product, and you got to wait to get your money. To me, I don't know about you, that's a huge problem. Let's take a look at this next thing here. Service providers or product providers are restricted to one price. With the majority of these sites, they have one price set. For example, with Fiverr.com, you can only charge $5. So you have people on Fiverr.com, in order to get your product or service, you have to pay them like 3 times or 4 times or 5 times before they deliver the service. And to me, that's totally bananas if you're restricted to only one price for a product or service. That's a huge problem. Now, let's take a look at this one. There's no incentive for others to continue promoting the sites. In the case with Fiverr.com, it initially got a lot of attention. It initially got a lot of press. But there's no incentive for the users to continue promoting Fiverr.com. There's no incentive for users to continue promoting these other micro-price sites. And for me, that's huge. You want your users to continuously promote your site. That's how you get a lot of traffic, but there's no incentive. Okay, now those are some huge problems. So I want to talk about our solution. And here's some of the things that we have addressed. Number one, our solution is that you should choose a niche that works. Choose a niche that already sells. A lot of these micro-price sites, they got things all over the board. They got on there, I'll lick my elbow if you send me $5. All these crazy type of, products and, services, and it can get a little confusing. So we think it's best to choose a niche that works. And the niche that we chose is PLR. And PLR stands for private label rights. And hopefully everyone that's on this webinar tonight understands what a private label rights product is. If not, a private label rights product is a product that you can purchase that gives you the rights to add to it, to change it up, to put your name on it and sell it as yours. Basically, you can do pretty much whatever you want to do with it because you bought rights to it. Okay? Again, PLR products give purchasers, or those who purchase the product, the permission to edit it, add to it, and resell it. Now, here's what's huge. PLR will consistently sell because as long as the internet is focused on content, because the internet itself is content driven, people go to the internet to find information, PLR will be in huge demand. It's not going anywhere. So that's why it's an awesome niche, because PLR is not going anywhere. It is a huge demand. And if you run any type of internet business, at some point, if you want to grow to a certain level, you will have to use PLR in some context, okay, to drive traffic back to your site, to create videos, etc. You will use PLR. So that's huge, okay? Now, the next part of our solution is to allow the service provider to get 100% of their desired price, which means they can change the price whatever they want to. If they want to charge, $10 for a product, they can do that. If they want to charge $100 for a product, they can do that. If they want to charge 20, 30, 40, they can do that. And that money goes direct to their PayPal account for a small monthly fee. So it's like you pay a small little monthly fee, which can be considered as advertising, but you get 100% of the money direct to your PayPal account, meaning the money goes directly to you. You get paid immediately for the products that you sell. That's huge. That will change the dynamics of how micro-price sites are set up. The next thing is to allow the service provider to charge whatever price they choose. We touched upon that. Charge $10. If you want to charge $5, charge $5. If you want to charge $2, charge $2. I think it's bananas, but you should charge whatever price that you want to charge for your product or service. Here's the next thing, and this is huge. This is a paradigm shift. Allow paying members to also serve as affiliates and pay them 50% for every person they refer on a monthly basis. See, that's how you get paid a residual income from sites like Fiverr.com. You get paid 50% of the monthly fee every single month to your PayPal account in residual income. Okay? Now, let's take a look at our site. Our site is called getplrwebinar2.wmv. Getplrwebinar2.wmv, and it's simply amazing. Let me get out of this and let me go to getplrwebinar2.wmv. Here we go. This is getplrwebinar2.wmv. Now, if you take a look at this site, it's a nice, clean site. The design is very clean and simple. Now, if you notice here, you see that there are categories and you see there are products that you can purchase. Okay? Now, let's say, for example, you wanted some products, in the health category. You click on health, and you'll see the products that are listed in the health category. If you wanted to search for a product based on keywords, you can simply search for your, put a keyword and click the search button, and you can find products that way. So that's the, the basic general look of the site. It's pretty huge. Now, let me show you the back end of the site. We're going to log in, and I'm logging into my store. Okay? You put your email address in here, and you put your password, and you click the sign in button. Now, we're signing in to my back office here. Now, remember, when you are a member of getplrproducts.com, you have the ability to set up your very own PLR store where you will sell these private label rights products that you can acquire easily, and you get paid 100% directly to you. Now, let's talk about the features of the site. As soon as a member signs up to the site, they'll see this little information here, and this is huge. Okay, it says you can earn money by setting up your own PLR store. Now, we'll get back to that in a moment. And there's also a video down here that gives more information. We'll come back to that in a moment, but I just want you to keep that in your mind for right now. All right, let's go to the affiliate center. Okay, now remember, this is, you get paid when people join the site. So this is your affiliate center where you see how much money that's payable to you. You see the user you signed up, etc. Okay. Now let's go to the My PLR link. Here's the My PLR link here. Now this is where you add your products. Now this is really, really awesome and amazing here because you don't have to know any HTML. You don't have to have your own website. It's pretty simple. You point, click, and upload. So let's go ahead and add a product right now so you can see how simple this is. You'll click on the Add a New PLR Product link, and we're going to do that. And I have a PLR product that I purchased that's on PC security. So I'm going to put it in, right now I'm going to go ahead and put it in the family section because a lot of times family, they're interested in PC security. So I'm going to put it in the family section. And I can always go back and change that. And I'm going to put a title of my product. I'm just going to say PC security product PLR. And the price of this thing, I'm going to charge $14. Now here's status. We want to make it active. If you put it inactive, then it's not going to show in the category database. Is this product downloadable? Yes, it is. So you click the browse button and you're going to find the file that you want to sell. Okay, so I'm going to click that browse button and I'm selling PC security. I already got it in the zip file. And here's where I write my description. Okay, and I'll just type it out here. I'm going to type 3 sentences, people, just 3 simple sentences. PC security is a huge issue. Families nationwide want to protect their computers. This information is in huge demand, and there is, we live, people, got a misspelling, is in huge demand, and there are a lot of different ways product. Think Amazon Kindle. Okay, I typed a total of 1, 2, 3 sentences. Now the next thing I'm going to type here is a sample. I go to my product, okay, and this is the product here, and I found a section that I want to copy and paste so they can see an example of the writing. I click paste, and then the next thing I want to put is you get full PLR rights. And I'm done. Okay? Now I'll go down here and I'll put keywords. I'll put family, PC security, computers, and I'll put Kindle, because a lot of people come to the site and they search for products that they can load on Kindle. That's huge. You make a lot of sales that way. And you can put as many of these keywords as possible, because if someone comes up here and they search for in the keywords, then your product will show. So the more keywords you put, the better. The next thing you do, you want to create an image for your product. So I'm going to click the browse button and find a file. I have here PC security image. And if I wanted to, I can add 3 more pictures that can be displayed. I can even add a video code. I'll just copy and paste it from the code from YouTube, which is very, very simple. And then I click Save Gig. Okay, and it'll take a minute because we're running behind the GoToWebinar software, and that could slow it up a little bit. But it's now loading, and when it loads, you'll see that it'll be automatically added to the database. Okay, now remember, you'll be adding these PLR products and you have your own store. And we're going to show you a few things in just a moment. We'll be giving some time just to load. But it's simple. Again, I typed 3 sentences, copy and pasted a description, just put in my title, chose the category, put in the price that I wanted to sell the product for, select it as being active, and basically just click the Save Gig button. Okay, are there any questions? Keep in mind, we want you to put your questions in the question box because we're going to entertain any and all questions. Okay, while it's loaded, I want to show you guys my store. Okay, here's my store here. It's getplrproducts.com/Terrence, and that is my store. Okay, now if you look at this store here, you'll see it has all of my products listed that I sell. Okay, now the great thing about this, okay, we don't know why this thing is not saved here. Let me see here. This GoToWebinar slows up the system. Okay, successfully added your gig. There it is, finally. And you see here it says PC security, product PLR. If I wanted to edit it, all I do is click this edit button and edit it. Okay, now if we click on that, we'll see here, and you see my description along with the image. Okay, and you see where a person can get the full PLR rights. Now, here's the great thing about this. Okay, here's the great thing. I'm going to sign out here for a moment, and I want to show you how the affiliate system works. Because you do one thing. You do 2 simple things. Number 1, you add PLR products to your store, and number 2, you promote your store. Let me say that again. You add PLR products to your store, and number 2, you promote your store. Okay, let's see how this works. Let's say, for example, someone came to get PLR products and they wanted to purchase this PC security product PLR. They'll click on it, and when they click on it, they'll see this information. Then they'll see this little link here that says sign up to purchase this PLR product. Okay, now when they click that link or click the join link here, it'll take them to the join page. And the join page tells them there are 2 reasons why you're here. Number 1, you're looking for high quality PLR products, or number 2, you want to create PLR products such as articles, blogs, etc., and you want to sell them. So the person signs up, username and password. But if you look up here, okay, hopefully you can see this. You look up here, you see my little referral ID. So this person signs up for free. And when they sign up and log in, okay, they sign up and they log in to purchase your product, the first thing they see is this little area here that says you can earn money by setting up your own PLR store. There's also a video that continues to give them more information about setting up their own PLR store. Now, when they click the Sell Your PLR button, okay, when they click this button, it'll send them to PayPal, where they'll pay a small monthly fee of $20 a month to set up their store. And with that $20 a month, if this is the person who signed up as a result of going to any of your product pages or going to your store, then you would earn $10 a month off of that person for as long as they are a member of Get PLR Products. That's residual income. Now, it's important that you understand this. There are 2 ways that you're going to make money. Number 1, you get 100% of the money from products that you sell in your store direct to your PayPal address. And number 2, as people sign up to getplrproducts.com from any of your product pages or from your join link, and they decide to set up their own PLR store, then you get paid 50% of the monthly membership fee, which is $20, and you get $10 a month for as long as that person remains a member of getplrproducts.com. This site is not even 3 months old yet. We've already started paying commissions, and people are getting paid money direct to their PayPal accounts. Now we also have an inbox area where people can send you messages and things of that nature. You can talk back and forth with people. We have a training tab here, and with the training tab, this is where we give you information to help you get your PLR store started. You get some information to get you started with PLR products, and you also get some videos. We're continually adding more information to the training section. In addition to that, we have a forum, and with this forum, this is where you get questions and answered. Any type of question that you have, we answer here in the forum. And as you can see here, people are already making money to get PLR products. Here, this person said, hey, I just made my first sale. Telling her congratulations. We take a look here. Scroll down here, and you see, let's go down here. See, this person here said, hey, yay, I just got my first sale. So that's social proof there. That's evidence that people are already getting, paid from getplrproducts.com. So there you have it, micro price site where you can get in on the beginning of this trend. We're revolutionizing the way that people sell private label rights products. You get 100% paid directly to you from products that you sell from your own PLR store, and as you promote your store and people sign up as a result of it and they decide to start their own PLR stores, then you get 50% monthly direct to you, to your PayPal address, direct. That's pretty huge. That's a pretty good deal. How does that sound to you guys? You think this is a great, great concept? Just go ahead and put it in the question box and let us know, how you're feeling about it. All right, people saying, wow, this is a great concept. Yeah, it is. I'm liking it. There you go. Gene says, well, how do you market your store? We're going to talk about how you market your store in just a few minutes. Plus, we give you training on all that, Jenny. Good question. Yes, it is a great concept. I'm liking it. Nelson said, I'm liking it. D says, great. Tim says, very, very cool. Awesome. Now, let's go to the rest of this presentation here because I don't want to keep you all night. Let's go to the next thing here. How to get PLR. Because some people ask, well, how do I write PLR? How do you get PLR? And we have a solution for all of that. Number one, you can buy the PLR yourself and resell it as PLR. There are a lot of different places on the internet where you can buy PLR and they give you full rights, which means you can sell it as PLR. Now, of course, I suggest that you edit it, change it up a bit to make it your own, which means you may change the titles, you may add some different covers to make it look different so you can sell it as your own. But that's your choice. But you can buy it and resell it as PLR. Okay, the product I just loaded with PC Security, I just purchased that, and I put it up, resold it. Okay, you can hire someone to create it for you. Okay, we say, wow, it may cost a lot of money for someone to create it for you, but guess what we do? With our system, you get these templates, and with these templates, all you have to do is fill in the area that's highlighted in red. And when you fill in those areas, you have a product that's automatically created, okay? You can create the PLR yourself, which means you can write articles and sell them as PLR, okay? A good little trick that I have people on my team doing all the time for different projects, we go to a store, let's say they're selling, Panasonic TVs and a lot of these big screen TVs, things of that nature. You go in, talk to the store rep. The store rep is going to tell you everything about the Panasonic television. He's going to give you the tips and tricks that you can't really get anyplace else. So you're taking notes on these things, making little bullet points as the gentleman or the young lady is talking to you. And then when you get finished, you ask the store guy, say, hey, I'm looking around different places. Is it possible to take a quick picture, of this Panasonic television or whatever you talk to them about? They say, sure, go ahead. So now you got bullet points to create a quick article that you can write quickly, and you have pictures. You do a couple of those, put in the package, and you can sell it as PLR and make a killing. It's just that simple, to create it yourself. So that's 3 different ways. Now, you can create article packs, ebooks, audios, videos, software, blog posts, email series. All of these different products are awesome for private label rights products. Okay, let's talk about how to drive traffic. And that's pretty simple too. You want to go where your target market roams. Keep it simple. Who's buying PLR products? Well, internet marketers. These internet marketers have websites that are in various niches, and they're looking for private label rights. For myself, I have a huge niche in the cake industry. If you develop anything in the cake industry that's regarding cakes and selling cakes, decorating cakes, I'm buying it. There are a lot of people out there just like me in different niches. If you create the products, they buy it. They'll buy it up. So you want to keep it simple. Go where the target market roams. And that's business and marketing forums. There are a lot of different active business and marketing forums that you can participate on as a member. And in your signature, you just put a link to your PLR store. So you are promoting your store. Another thing you can do is go to marketing blogs. A marketing blog is like a little community within itself. And if you participate in the community, give comments, and you put a link to your PLR store when you make a blog post in the section where you put your website, people look at your information and click on your profile, see your website, and drop traffic to your PLR store. Now, of course, you want to use Facebook and Twitter, especially if you have a Facebook page or a Twitter page that's related to internet marketing or marketing in general. Those are some quick ways to drive traffic to your site. Pretty simple. This is not brain surgery. This is a very, very simple process. You do 2 things basically. You add products to your store and you promote your store. You add products to your store, you promote your store. When you do that, products to your store, promote your store. You start making sales, people start signing up. They say, hey, well, I want to start my own PLR store too. They sign up with their PLR store. You get paid 50% of their monthly fee, which means you get $10 a month for every person that you sign up for. Now, let's talk about your opportunity. Now, let me tell you, we're looking for a few charter members who see the potential in this different concept. Okay, we're looking for some charter members. Now let me get a drum roll. Hopefully you guys can hear that. I'm tapping on my desk here. You get a lifetime membership to getplrproducts.com. What do we mean when we say lifetime? You're going to make this one-time investment in yourself. This one-time investment in yourself, and you're going to get a lifetime membership to getplrproducts.com. What does this mean? Everybody else to start a store, they're going to pay $20 a month. You invest in yourself tonight one time. You'll never pay another dime to getplrproducts.com. It's all making money from there. So we want a few charter members, not a lot, but just a few. Okay, you're going to receive 1,000 PLR articles, and you're going to receive 2 marketing book templates. And with these 2 marketing book templates, you'll be able to change what's highlighted in red and have yourself a complete new PLR product that you can sell. Okay, so you can get 1,000 PLR articles. You can get the 2 marketing book templates. You also can get access to our success forum, where you're going to get the support when needed. Okay, so when you sign up, we're going to give you the training and support so you can be successful with your own PLR store. Now, you're probably saying, how much is this going to cost? Well, it's going to cost $97. Tonight, it'll cost you $97 to become a charter member. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to go to tinyurl.com/PLR deal. Let me say that again. tinyurl.com/ PLR deal and sign up and become one of our charter members. Get started making money. This is a no-brainer. You know, a lot of times people say, I want something that's doable. Well, this is doable. You know that people buy PLR products. They buy private label rights products. Now we're giving you a platform where you can set up your own store that's going to get traffic from the traffic that you generate and traffic from the other store owners, and you're going to be able to create, a little profit center for yourself that'll pay you month after month, from direct payments to your PayPal account, as well as the monthly residual from those who sign up as a result of your referrals. Again, we want you to go to tinyurl.com/PLR deal. Now we want to, of course, answer a few questions. Before we leave tonight. We're on good schedule. It's about 9:47, so we have, some time for a few questions. So I'm gonna come up here and I want to see, answer some of these questions. Okay, Stan Freeman wants to know, where are some sites where you can purchase this PLR stuff. Stan, we give you all that information when you sign up to getplrproducts.com, where you can purchase, PLR packs. And a lot of times, a lot of people sell PLR that you can acquire, but we'll give you a list, Stan. How many articles should we post on a monthly basis? Joanne, that's totally up to you. But I can tell you one thing. The more things that you post to plrproducts.com and add to the database where you can get paid, the more money that you're going to make. Okay, so it's totally up to you. You can say, hey, well, I can work this thing for 30 minutes a day, 30 minutes every other day, an hour a day. It's your choice. But the main thing is be consistent. Add products to your store, promote your store. Add products to your store, promote your store. What is the difference between PLR and an ebook? Well, PLR is private label rights, which could be articles, it could be an ebook, it could be, a video. An ebook is just a type of product. A PLR gives you rights to whatever the product is. Can you recommend any good ghostwriters? Definitely. A question like that, Stan, is what you would post on the forum, and my team would give you some answers to that, as well as other members of getplrproducts.com. Where do you get your covers? Gene, there are a lot of people that do covers. I just got some covers made today, and I'll be more than happy to get you that information. Is there a hosting fee after the $97? Brenda asked. No, Brenda. Once you make this one-time $97 investment, you don't have to invest anything else. Everything is done at getplrproducts.com. It says, if I add a heap of ebooks, a lot of ebooks, does the person I sell the site to get all of those? Well, people will purchase those ebooks off of getplrproducts.com. So every time you make a sale on those ebooks, then you get paid direct to you. Can you put the link in the box? Of course I can. I'm going to put it in the chat box, and you can go to tinyurl.com/PLR deal, DEAL. I just put it in the chat box so you can easily click on it and get started. Remember, this is an investment in yourself. Okay, this is definitely an investment in yourself. If you have a generic product, can you make it a PLR? Not being funny, Curtis. Oh, of course you can, Curtis. I mean, if you got a generic product, I mean, you can edit it to make it your own. You can literally niche it for different niches, which I've done a lot of and do very, very well. Okay, that's Curtis Sherrod. Is that Malik? It's a good buddy of mine. This may be a dumb question. Can I create my own PLR products and market it in my? Definitely. Joseph, I'm going to tell you, that's one key to really being successful, because the more unique your products are, the more money you're going to make. Okay. Do we have resale rights on the PLR? For instance, I'm developing articles for Kindle. Joanne, once again, if you're developing articles for yourself for Kindles, if you put it on Kindle, that's good. If you decide to sell PLR rights to the exact same articles, you can do that. You can make money from those articles that you write many different ways. Good question, Joanne. Brenda says, I'm a ghostwriter. Excellent, Brenda. Then you need to be a member of getplrwebinar2.wmv if you're a ghostwriter, because you can make money from your writing skills. Also, Brenda, send me an email because I can use some of your services as well. D says, so I can put PLR software in there too. Of course, D. If you search the site, you'll see that some people are already selling software. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stop the recording, but I'll answer a few more questions live. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. Thank you guys for getting on this webinar. I'm stopping